Alright, so that Charizard there is going to be my mascot until I get a whole lot more followers. With that being said, we're going to open one of those packs. If we do the front one, it's going to be heads, and if we do the back one, it's going to be tails. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Well, that's not going to work. So that's okay. We're just going to do the front one here. And I will see what we got. I apologize for the darkness, but I had to put you down while I did stuff. So I'm just going to keep talking here. As my title says, it's Disabled Soapbox. So, and what that's for is to talk about the mess of current events for the day, and also we're going to talk about Pokemon cards because they're awesome and you can make money off of them. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put you down again. So this is going to be my first card there. Let's see what the next one is. So because of my cerebral palsy, I got crappy finger dexterity, and I can't do the 1, 2, 3, 4 thingy like everybody else does. I got to do it this way. That first card looks like it was a Skyvort. Second one is a Platypod. I'm like, and I've said this on more than one post now, I'm going to pronounce a lot of these wrong. Next one is going to be a Zigzagoon. And guys, feel free to leave comments and make fun of me or whatever when I pronounce one wrong. This is one of my favorites. Scyther. Haven't hit the rare yet. Salasizzle. Wigglytuff. Kangaskhan. That's one of my favorite Pokemon. I'm going to be sending a jungle Kangaskhan off to get cleaned up and graded. That's just, I like the original Kangaskhan better. It's just one of my favorites. I have Labra like I said, I'm cooking it. Sorry, fellas. Oh shoot! I have a Rowlet now, and I'm holding them up this way so everybody can get a clean look. I got a Pidgeotto EX. Whoa. That's going to go hard case. Holy cow. That's actually sweet. Holy cow. I don't know how much it is going to be worth. We'll have to look into that. Actually, I'm going to try something here. Oh, I can't pull up the online thing while I'm cameraing. Shoot. But other reason I'm getting on today is just the mess of the political stuff going on. My goodness. tariffs, that's not going to be good. I don't care who you are. Then I got sent a couple videos today, so I'm going to break this up into sections. And it doesn't matter your political party. It's just, I think the political system of the United States has been a mess for 30 years. I don't necessarily know how to fix it, but it just, both sides need to stop acting like all we have to do is win the game. It's not a game. You guys are running the country, and there's some of you out there that aren't doing a very good job. I'm an independent, so I can say that neither side is doing wonderful by any stretch of the imagination. The tariffs, I think, are a bad idea, but on the other side of that, outsourcing way back starting in the 70s and 80s, that wasn't very smart either, fellas. That wasn't my fault because I'm only 40, so it was our parents' generation that was voting on Reagan, Carter, and all those guys that things just didn't go well, and a lot of things were mishandled. Hindsight's 2020, I know, but for our generation, the 2000s were horribly mishandled. I think with the surplus that we had at the time that we don't have anymore, they should have, instead of cutting everybody a check for $300, they should have paid down the national debt. That should have been the end goal, and we could have gotten some more things under control. And it's a rough ride, but now it's going to get worse because the tariffs thing is a bad idea, and we are now not in very good standing with the international world, and they're just cranky. Everybody's mad, and the farmers that voted a certain way, I wonder if you guys are going to start regretting your decision. Maybe if I were in your shoes, I'd start regretting that now and try to fix something in the midterm, or think about your decision making in the midterm. That's a couple years yet, but we'll just have to see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen all the way with the tariffs. I don't think the other countries are going to blink like some commentators say they're going to, because they don't have to do business with us. Yeah, it does kind of make things easier because we are the most consuming country in the world, so anybody can sell things here. But other countries can just kind of not do business with us and leave us out in the cold. So we'll have to see what happens there. I don't like it that they're going after the budget office the way they are. And just to go off on a little bit of an offshoot, I don't care what anybody says. Work from home is more efficient than having to commute to the office. Working from home does make you more efficient. And I can say that because I was working from home for 6.5 years. I used to be a credit card representative, or a credit card customer service representative, and I was terminated unjustifiably. I'm not going to say the company name, but I feel I was terminated unjustifiably, and this will tell you where our justice system's at. Justice is not for all. Forgive my previous stutter. I'm going to leave that in the video because stuff happens. I filed a wrongful termination suit, and they said that there wasn't enough evidence with the EOC, but the thing was is they didn't reach out to any of my witnesses, so that's a little bit aggravating. I don't feel that they did their due diligence. And the other thing that happened recently is, as you know, I have a disability, and the extra money I was making with plasma donation was stopped because, now this doesn't make any sense because I've done this plasma donation countless times. Now when you have to go into plasma donation, at least where I live, you got to take off your shoes so they can weigh you. Now, I did at least 15 donations with my shoes on, so my feeling and my opinion, before anybody gets whiny, is that they've put those rules in place so that they don't have to work with people with disabilities. People wonder why people with disabilities sometimes they say have an attitude problem. It's not an attitude problem. It's the fact that we have to fight constantly for the smallest thing. And sometimes we have to get mean. And then able-bodied people come at us like, that's not fair. And the one thing that I say to that is when somebody says, well, that's not fair, I'll look down at my legs and then I'll look up at them and I say, let's talk about not fair. But I'm sitting at about 11 minutes, so I'm only going to go about 4 minutes more. Should we? No, we're not going to open up the other pack yet. I'm going to keep hung on to stuff. I am going to put you down for a second because I'm going to, well, no, I'm not. What was I going to do? I don't like where Elon Musk is in the government, because they're going to start chopping things that they don't really need to chop. Because if they get rid of the Social Security disability or whatever they want to cut like that, it's going to have an adverse effect on a lot of people. And the one thing I will say is people with disabilities, we want to work. We always want to work. The ones that I laugh at with the credit card company I used to work for, and I haven't said the name yet, so I'm still doing good, is, like I said, I have cerebral palsy and I walk with a walker. Now, I'm one of the lucky ones with cerebral palsy because I have it about mid-range severity. But when I was a credit card customer service agent, the one thing that I'd laugh at is the people that would call and say, I'm disabled, I just had a hip replacement. No, you're not disabled because you can sit down and do one of those office jobs that I had, but you know what the cold hard fact is? Nobody wants to do a customer service job like that because nobody wants to get screamed at. So these jobs are beneath people even though it shouldn't be. And these organizations are kind of, at this point, I'm feeling treating some people unfairly because they're more worried about their stockholders than they are doing the right thing and being true capitalists instead of taking the profits for themselves. If you're a capitalist, you're always supposed to invest your profit back into your business because you're going to increase your capital. Hence capitalism. If I had a way I could do it, I would show a cartoon that actually explains capitalism, and I'm going to do that on one of the videos. I'm just kind of learning as I go here. Thank you very much for your time, guys. From Disabled Soapbox, we did a pack opening today, and we actually hit, so that's a good thing. And I will mention some more current event news stuff tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But you guys have a good day, and have a good rest of your week from the Disabled Soapbox. Goodbye, and happy Pokemon card opening.